Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sorry I look so tired. I literally just woke up, so my eyes are a little baggy right now. But I was brought to the attention by one of my friends, Micah Massey, and he wanted me to do some videos on how I'm doing post show. As many of you may or may not know, this year I dieted for about 31 weeks from February 23rd to September 26th. Uh, July 25th, I did the NPC Rocket City Classic here in Alabama. August 29th, I did the NANBF Southeastern Classic in Atlanta, Georgia. And September 26th, I did the NANBF Global Cup in Duluth, Georgia. And it was actually a pretty good season, honestly. I got second place in men's physique at the Rocket City Classic. That's the only time I ever have and probably ever will do physique. It's not my thing. The NANBF Southeastern, I got first in the novice class, first in the Armed Forces class, which is kind of a bummer because I was the only person in the Armed Forces class. And in the open class, I got third out of about 7 or 8 guys. At the NANBF Global, I definitely brought my best. I didn't look like I was drenched in Nutella like I did at the NANBF Southeastern. That was my first time trying Dream Tan, and honestly, it turned out horribly. I'd never applied it before, and I just didn't even know what I was even doing, and it just looked like I just dipped my body in a bath of freaking Nutella. But for the NANBF Global, I decided to go with the spray tan. They had liquid sun rays. It came out pretty well, but I came in with my best conditioning, but I still had a lot of flaws. I came in with, crispy hamstrings, striated quads. I came in with a good midsection and everything, wide back, but my biggest problem was I just couldn't get those glutes dialed in. And part of that, there's probably 2 reasons. One, I still needed to diet a lot longer. I probably needed to diet for at least another 4 to 7 weeks, I'd say, drop another 5 to 8 pounds. I was 165 pounds filled out with a low weight of 161.8. So I still probably had some weight to drop. And the other reason is being that I used to be obese. I was about 240 pounds, 245 pounds at 5'10" about 2 years ago. And the fact that I lost so much weight so fast, I probably still have some stretched skin. And I know I do. I still had some skin folds left over, especially around and under my glutes. And that partially prevented me from bringing in any striated glutes. So I'm going to be going over what I'm going to be doing here in the off season and basically how I'm doing post show, what I'm looking like post show, and I'm going to post some pictures here for you right now. As you could see, the first set of pictures is what I looked like 2 days out from the NANBF Global. I was about 164 pounds. I was still carving up, so I still had about a pound to gain. And that's probably what I look like at my best. I think me and my coach may have filled out a little too much. I'll never know. But now I am, as you saw, I'm 189.3 pounds. And probably my biggest problem is, when I get home from work late at night, I get home right about 11:30 midnight or so, I have a tendency to snack. Like, I know last night I came home even though my macros were already done for the day, I went and ate ice cream. I had some Edie slow churned pumpkin pie ice cream. That stuff's delicious. But my weight is never consistent just because of that. I could wake up, 2 pounds lighter because I was consistent, or wake up, 2 pounds heavier because I wasn't. And I know in the end it's all about consistency, and all you gotta do is just get back on your macros and be consistent. And that's one thing that's been really hard for me, is just being consistent, because my first 3 weeks post show were probably the hardest for me. For those of you that follow me on Facebook, I pigged out. I pigged out real bad. Probably within the first 30 minutes post show, I probably took it over about 5,000 calories. I know I had a medium meat lover's pizza. I had a big old Costco size banana nut muffin. I had some honey sriracha breadsticks from Pizza Hut. I had a Twix and 6 donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. So all total, probably about, 4,000 or 5,000 calories. And it just got worse and worse from there. And the problem was that it created a cycle of kind of guilt, I guess you could say, because I was really strict in my diet. I still counted macros, I still did flexible dieting, but I did not always fit in, the fun foods. I probably cut out ice cream once my macros got below 250 grams of carbs. I didn't have bagels that often. I didn't have a lot of things I like. But, yeah, I would probably overeat about 2 to 4, sometimes 5,000 calories over. I know one day I had like 3 or 4 donuts, 2 or 3 bagels with peanut butter, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. And I blew up fast. Like, the day after, 2 days after the show, Monday after the show, I woke up at about 185 pounds. And here I am 8 weeks later, and I'm normally about 187 to 188, but today, because I overate last night, I'm about 189 pounds. And one thing I wanted to talk about is the big thing is having a plan when you get off stage. And your plan should not include going overboard. Just like when you're dieting, everything in moderation. Just like when you're getting off stage, everything in moderation. Yeah, you can enjoy yourself. Have yourself a really nice meal. Go out and have a few slices of pizza, have some ice cream, have some fun with your friends. But don't go overboard. Because what that may cause in you is, if you're really strict on your diet, even if you count macros, binging is not something that can be avoided for some people. I mean, like I said, I used to be obese. I used to be a real fat kid. I still got the fat kid in me. And I have a problem with overeating every now and then. And I still do. I mean, like I said, I have a problem with overeating some at night. Maybe it's only a couple hundred calories. It's no biggie, but in the end, it all adds up. And the thing is, you don't want to create a cycle of guilt, a cycle of binging post-show, because the only thing that will do is set you back. Because the faster you gain weight, the more that it's going to be fat. And that was my problem. So I'm 8 weeks post-show. I'm up 23 to 24 pounds. If you see my pictures, I gained a lot of fat. So what I'm going to be doing now going forward is I'm at a very small surplus. I'm only been at about 100 to 125 calories, so I'm going to gain weight very slow. I'm going to try to maintain where I'm at right now between 188 and about 191. And after Christmas, I'm going to be going into a 750 calorie deficit, and I will be losing about a pound and a half a week. And I'm going to try to get back down to about 172 to 175. And from there, I'm going to reverse out of that. Not the very slow reverse diet like all you Norton fanatics. And get up into about a 250 calorie surplus and gain about 2 pounds a month over the next year. So between March 2016 and March 2017, and get up to about 200 pounds. I'm going to do it the right way this time. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm about a 189. Training's going really well. Hormones finally back to normal. It took about 6 weeks. Sometimes, depending on how quickly someone can get their grip together, it may take them longer than 6 weeks. It may take them 8 weeks, may take them 12 weeks, may take them 20 weeks to get feeling back to normal. And I'm feeling back to normal. I just have my cravings every now and then. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm going forward. I'm going to be doing my mini cut. I'm going to be slowly building back up. And I have a lot more on these topics here in the future. I'm going to be doing a video on my training program. And yeah, that's it for now. I got more on this day. This is actually going to be a full day of eating, full day of training, but that's going to be for a separate video. So I'll see you guys in the next video.